Hello Cosmonauts! In this video, we are going to talk about EigenLayer's proposal to bring Uniswap v4 hooks to AVS. As we will see, it is a very unique proposal that significantly improves Uniswap by giving it the advantages of an app chain while maintaining its application on Ethereum and its L2s. In the coming days, you will have the other news of the week which I prefer to cover in a separate video. Well, to start with, it's not a secret that the EigenLayer team is particularly interested in a DEX-specific app chain. To summarize briefly, EigenLayer is a project for deploying secured operators. These operators can be those of a blockchain, as well as those of a very specific module, like an oracle, a sequencer for rollups, or solvers for matching desires with Uniswap v4. An oracle will require more EigenLayer in stake. A sequencer will be mainly interested for Ethereum in stake, performing purely mathematical proof generation and non-subjective work. But the modular operators of Uniswap solvers could also very well stake their Uni tokens. Well, I will go into some details so you have everything. Each of the operators operates according to a certain subjectivity. For example, in my video on EigenLayer, I mentioned that the biggest weakness of EigenLayer was the fact that the consumer chains are not sovereign and are subject to EigenLayer's judgment when it comes to deciding whether a very good validator should be slashed, even in the case of non-malicious errors, with the analogy of a soldier slipping during an obstacle course because of the rain. Since my rather critical video, EigenLayer has implemented an intersubjectivity system that returns sovereignty to the consumer chain, thanks to the very particular staking of the Eigen token, whose objective is purely to solve this problem of sovereignty, forkability, intersubjectivity. I took the opportunity to update my previous video, but here, with Uniswap, what interests us is the ability to offer Uniswap-specific operators providing modules that are only accessible with specific infrastructure. Before EigenLayer, the only way to have specific infrastructure was to have your own app chain, hence the interest in Cosmos. Most of these specific infrastructure services are already well developed thanks to Cosmos, and this can easily be appropriated by different Ethereum applications. Uniswap could, for example, take certain properties of Osmosis to control its MEV.
And to compare this vision with other visions of application development in the blockchain space, one other vision of application development is the app chain thesis, right? Which is just integrate everything into the app chain. The things that I see happen there is, for example, a project like Osmosis, which is a highly technical project, which is innovated all across the stack. For example, figured out how to do encrypted mempools as a part of its whole, Osmosis development, because they said we don't want MEV, we want an encrypted mempool. But actually, encrypted mempool is an awesome service for lots of applications, not just Osmosis. So encrypted mempool should be a service running on EigenLayer. Now I can just plug and play across all these different services to get the end user experience that I want. So applications emerge as a consequence of interlocking across various services. And so that's really what we're super excited about, is actively validated services being these hyper-specialized, focused services that you can concatenate to form rich end-user applications. So that's kind of the broad vision.
With Uniswap on AVS, the goal is to add new types of transactions called intents, or to resolve the coincidence of wants. It's a more efficient way to solve the same problem. I have A and I want B. Today, if I have ETH and want DAI, and another person has USDT but wants ETH, and a third person has DAI but wants USDT, none of them can exchange what they have for what they want. They will all have to go through market makers, who will charge fees to each of them. With an intent system, the requests can all be satisfied in one exchange thanks to AVS operators running this matching engine. They align the orders, similar to a barter system, before sending the requests to the market maker. This allows swappers to pay fewer fees and have less impact on prices. Intent machines, similar to the barter system, were introduced by the Anoma team and are becoming increasingly popular. These elements are also found in the very interesting thesis of chain abstraction. With Uniswap on AVS, other ideas are proposed, such as dynamic fees for periods of high volatility, automatically adjusting LP positions for staked liquid token pools, similar to what is done on Osmosis with Skip producing arbitrage MEV. Uniswap could also produce multi-chain or off-chain arbitrage with centralized exchanges. Uniswap could become a multi-chain DeFi hub and an exchange platform where anyone can deploy their own exchanger. This is also similar to Osmosis and its Astroport or Quasar pools, entirely internalized. The use cases of EigenLayer are revolutionary for the Ethereum application ecosystem.